So we're down on the boat for the first real time getting down here. Let's take this off. And yeah, just thought I'd make a short video and show you around my boat, which my amazing wife bought me for my 50th birthday. And it's a project, we know that, and so if you do decide to put a comment on the bottom, please be nice. Yeah. So we've got two Yamaha engines on the back, one 4-stroke, one 2-stroke. The 54-stroke is fantastic. Apparently it's really nice for these size cruising boats. It's just a little inshore boat. It's nothing, we're not going to go racing and anything else. It's purely for days out and a bit of fishing. We've got an auxiliary engine, second engine, I think that's what they call it, which is just a little Yamaha 2-stroke there. We've got two seats at the back, the transom and stern. Got some rod holders, they'll be coming out. We're going to completely redo the back of this area and make it more usable, more seating, more storage. I've got my pots on here at the moment, taking up too much space. I've got a lobster pot and a couple of crab pots, ink pots. We're going to put a bench along this side here to sit on. We're going to put a new door on. I've got something quite nice planned for the door. I've got a couple of people who I'm going to be speaking to. We need a new steering system. That will need replacing. That doesn't work at all. It's completely run off the boss. Yeah, we've got our navigational mount there. It's got a Garmin fish finder and plotter with it. A spare tank there, which will be housed underneath a bench, which is going to be along here. There's no driver's seat at the moment, so I'm looking at ideas for the driver's seat, whether I want it on a pedestal or a GRP storage base. We'll see, not sure. Yeah, all of the electrics works, all of the lighting works, but like I said, everything is old, dated, and just needs a lot of TLC really. There's the screen that needs to be replaced, or tinted maybe, I don't know. I'm going to see what's available, what's out there. I know Shetland parts are very few and far in between, but obviously anyone who wants to get involved, I'm not afraid to ask for help. Something a lot of men do struggle with. Just yeah, any input, anything, any advice. Don't tell me to sell it. But yeah, it's my boat. So come inside into the cabin. Like I said before, it's completely bare. It's got about 20 years of silicone and filling around the windows, which I'm going to attempt to take off today and take one of these windows out. Once again, I'm going to see if I can get these polished up. If not, there's quite a few bad scratches in them. If I can't, I might look at getting them tinted and see if that comes up better. Give us a bit of privacy if we're just sitting on the pontoon for the evening. Like I said, it's not just all about racing around, it's about enjoying it with the family and friends. Just come down and just sit on the boat, sit on the deck, and yeah. This one here leaks like a sieve. It's literally needs completely rebuilding. It's got a build up of stuff around here, I don't know what that is, but everything works, everything opens, and he says, oh, that's the back one, sorry. That's the hinges. So yeah, from there, and there, and there, it hinges up. So it works okay, but it does, like I said, it leaks like a sieve. It probably needs all of the seals replacing, but all of these are quite clean. I can get these polished up myself and repaired. That one's loose, but yeah, just something else needs doing. The seats have been painted and they look like they could be the original seats. We're going to change all of this inside. We're going to put a ply frame down underneath the seats with some hatches for access, and then completely redo the cushions. We're going to line the boat once it's dry. Once we've got it dry, we're going to use the insulated liner, and then over the top of that we're going to go with the 4-way stretch carpet. But yeah, we're going to use the thick stuff so it covers up a lot of these lumps and bumps around, hopefully, and maybe try and work out some way of putting the shelf back in, which has been cut out across the front there, sadly. But yeah, and obviously get that window out as well and get that all replaced, and there as well. So this is where you've got some storage at the back end of the cabin, just behind the helm. I don't know what would have been here originally, whether it would have been a cupboard, or I've seen some with a toilet unit, a porta potty unit in here, and they've had sinks on this side with a little fridge underneath. If that's something I can do, if people can advise me whether I can do it or shouldn't do it, yeah, I'm always open for people's opinions. And yeah, obviously all the wiring there, I'm thinking about rebuilding them panels, changing that, putting a new panel on. I like the idea of the upright wood stripping with some nice little plastic shelving on there for a bit of cutlery maybe, and for days out. So we've managed to get a window out quite easily. It was in there. It was in there with about 4 different brands of mastic and silicone, and but we've got it out, which is good. Yeah, it's a good feeling when you're quite nervous about doing something, but you put a bit of effort in, and yeah, I've managed to take a window out. I've not dropped it, I've not cracked it. A lot of the guys I've watched do these videos, they've actually, not through force or anything, but through the age of the material, they've cracked the perspex. I thought it was glass, but no, it's a 3.5 mil thick piece of plastic perspex. So there's lots of scratches on it. It's in bad condition, so I'm going to try and get some. Someone said to me use Uvex, which is a polish specifically for perspex, and some silicone remover. I'm going to have to try and get some of that as well, which is I don't know where I'll get it, but I'll try and see if I can get some silicone mastic removing products to get it cleaned up. I'm going to clean it up as best as I can, and then if I'm not happy with it, I will try and find a local window tint place in Falmouth, where I am, local to me, and I can obviously take the windows there and get them tinted and get them put back in.